morning and happy Sunday here at the Smite World Championships. For all of you watching at home or here in the audience, I welcome you to the second day of the DKO Content Creator Cup. And all of Season 8, Season 9, and the Smite Pro League powered by our good friends over at Alienware. So make sure that you go over to our Twitter page on twitter.com/SmitePro because we have a beautiful Aurora R10 desktop giveaway going on right now. So make sure that you take the opportunity to jump on that and pick up one of the PCs that some of our pros get to play on at the comfort of their home or in the studio and here live on the stage in Arlington, Texas. Thank you so much to Alienware for powering us through our multiple seasons of the Smite Pro League. It is an honor to have Smite Pro back with us once again, and it's an honor to now jump through into day number 3 of the event and day 2 of the Content Creator Cup. I'm J Mac Tucker. Joining me over here on the desk, I've got Blazy and Isaiah. Some great matchups yesterday, a couple maybe of upsets based off some of the teams out there, and now we've got 2 full teams of nothing but current and former Olympians playing up in this cup.
I absolutely love to see. You know, I work really closely with every single one of those people up on stage through the Olympians program, and it's been so awesome to see them pop off in DKO.
Yeah, and you know, I'll echo that statement from Davion. You know, I've known a lot of these people for a very long time, and well, you know, sometimes I would rather not have them on my timeline. I'm still super excited to see how they play, especially given how well they both played yesterday.
And speaking of the timeline, if you are watching from home or even here in the stands, make sure that you tweet out your Worlds with Fans with the hashtag out there, and you got a chance to jump up on here. We got some wonderful tweets from a lot of the fans out here in the stage, or at least here in the audience, all the way back home as well. We've been seeing. In fact, I think we even saw one from Costa Rica. One of our own members of the company was out over to there. So make sure that you tweet out hashtag Worlds with Fans if you want a chance to have your name put up on the stream, to have your tweet put out there with your photo as well. A couple of different interviews that we had going on from the Sweetwater 420 booth just earlier on this morning. I remember seeing David Moore out there. I think he said 205 stars on Loki is what he said?
Insane.
Criminal.
Yeah.
What? Criminal. I have like maybe like 2 or 3 stars on a few different gods. Hearing more than like 50, I'm like absolutely blown away. I know some people with like 100 plus. When I hear 200, I am losing my mind.
I've been playing since beta pretty much, and I don't think I have 250 stars.
Yeah,
like
for real.
Like as a whole, right? Yeah, that's nuts.
Absolutely. But before we jump into Smite later on the day, we do have the DKO Content Creator Cup, and we got some wonderful players out here on the stage. Our first one, happy to be here. Jumping out, it is Tempest, Davion, and Sinfo rounding out this team. Again, current and former Olympians on this squad here. I know that Sinfo is actually current PlayStation Olympian. I believe Davion is also an Xbox Olympian.
That's right. Yeah, they're repping the sticks out here.
Yeah, we got a bunch of the console ones out there, and then going up against them a little bit later on. And oh man, talking about that one, Milk Drinkers. What a team name that I can't believe I still have to say over here. It is Biakai, Soj King, and Leaf Warrior for this one. And I think we said it best yesterday. There's a reason mute exists on Twitter sometimes.
That's right here. I'm super excited to see both these squads play. They both did an exceptional job yesterday in the semis, so I'm super excited for an awesome grand finals here.
Yeah, it's going to be great. All of the teams that have been competing for the Content Creator Cup are playing for charity, a $20,000 prize pool where the winner gets the larger sum of that prize to the charity of their choosing. Happy to be here playing for Gamers Outreach and Milk Drinkers playing for Make-A-Wish Georgia. So these two charities, one of them get a nice little large sum to jump through there. Now the format for this event, if you weren't here yesterday and you're unfamiliar with how DKO actually plays out, every single time you jump to the 3v3 arcade mode, you have one of 3 game modes that you can get into. You can get King of the Hill, which you stand on a point and try and prevent others from standing on. You got Coin Blitz, which you try and pick up coins and deposit them into a little chest. And then you've got Knockout, the tried and true classic of any style of fighting game. First to 8 knockouts wins that. You get one of those 3 options and one of like 6 or 7 different maps that are in the game to couple along with that one. And it's a best of 5 for a single match. Now for our semis yesterday, it was just that one single best of 5. Today, it is best of 3 of those best of 5s, Blazy.
So like this.
Yes, yeah, there's three best of 5s, or maybe only 2 if it goes really quickly.
So 3 best of 5 games.
Correct.
Which they have to win 3 games in the best of 5 to win the best of 5.
Correct.
And then they have to do that twice.
They have to do that twice.
but it's a best of 3, so there could be 3 games.
Could be 3. So we could have a maximum of 15 different rounds of play,
That's
or
so
we could have a
much.
minimum
That's
of
a
6.
whole lot of DKO right there, huh?
Anywhere from 6 to 15 rounds could be played today. I'm hoping we see all 15, Isaiah.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see how these squads come together. There was so much teamwork yesterday, and they're playing 3v3, which is all about teamwork. Whether you're going for the knockouts, whether you're going for the objectives, you've got to build that synergy within the squads, and I know both these squads have it.
I do want to say, in 15 games, I'm hoping that we can maybe potentially see the first game of Oddball so far this weekend.
Well, we may get to see something going on through. Remember, yesterday we talked a lot about for Happy to Be Here was a very objective-centered style of team. Same thing with Milk Drinkers going very objective, but we've got game number 1, knockout. Gonna be between these two squads. Blazy, Isaiah, take it away.
It looks like they've gone straight back to what they were doing yesterday, but this
Exactly.
time around,
Yep.
Sin choosing to go for the Hercules over the Thanatos.
Yeah, I know. Sin was doing an amazing job on the Thanatos yesterday, but it looks like she's picking up the Hercules just to apply a little bit more pressure and hopefully secure some of these kills early in this knockout round.
Showing off a little bit of her versatility. So far, though, Tempe could be in some trouble above that 100 HP mark. Soj, nice little aerial, but
Yeah, I
it's
know.
going to be
Milk
leaf
Drinkers
securing
coming out
fast
strong
product to
here.
Davian.
Really playing together. They've got 2 knockouts right here in a row. They've got an early 2-0 lead, Blazy.
Really putting the screws to Tempe there. Soj not letting her back onto the stage whatsoever. And that's going to be a really early 2-kill lead for the red guys.
My goodness. Yeah, Milk Drinkers definitely popping off here early. That's a 3-0. You know, Happy to Be Here. They're still trying to really ease into this game here, but Milk Drinkers really putting on the pressure early.
Byakai, though, looks like he could fall down. Doesn't have any more dodges left, but an expert step off the stage lets him avoid out the final swing of Hercules' ultimate. Soj not able to grab that one.
Oh my
but here
goodness,
comes
we got
the
an amazing
snowball, and right
ultimate
up
from
the stage
Byakai. He
he
gets
goes.
two off of that Amir ultimate, and oh my goodness, Milk Drinkers coming out strong. Happy to Be Here coming back a little bit, but they're still super high in percentage here. They're gonna have to really stretch this thing out and really play kind of safe here to try and get back into this game.
Well, that's the thing, right? At this point, everyone on the Milk Drinkers is really high percentage, but it's not going to stop Leaf from grabbing another one. Sin falls down. It's really starting to slip away from Happy to Be Here now as they are just clinging on. Davion
Yeah,
is able
Davion
to
trying to
pick
come
up
back here and
2.
answer back with an Amir ultimate, but you know, Milk Drinker's not low enough to get knocked out here.
Tempe was able to find one for herself, though, and that's going to even the score out a little bit. Only 2 in it at
Oh
the
my
moment,
gosh,
but Leaf
Leaf on this Thor is putting in work with Mjolnir. He's got 3 knockouts this round.
Soj as well coming in here with his third one, I believe. Sin trying to keep her
There
team
we
in
go.
it. They need to make up 4 kills, whereas the Milk Drinkers only need 1 to grab game 1 and put themselves in a very strong position for the rest of the set.
Exactly, the Milk Drinkers here, a couple of them super high, but like you were saying, they only need 1 more knockout, and Sin is really low. If Leaf can get a hammer here, he gets it onto Sin for the kill to take game 1 in this first match.
And that right there is why it is so important if you're playing those characters with those range abilities. Athena's spear, Hercules' rock, Thor's hammer, you have to be able to hit them off stage because
Exactly.
that is how you secure those
Yeah,
kills.
Milk Drinker's doing an excellent job applying pressure early, getting those early knockouts, and then the ledge guards. They just couldn't get back on stage. Happy to Be Here. So much pressure applied from the center of the map after building up that percentage.
And I think that a little bit of that is due to this kind of unorthodox composition from Happy to Be Here. We don't really see a lot of this Sol. You know, normally if we're going to see one of the hunters, so to speak, it's Izanami that control, the stealth, the power. We're going to see if it's going to do any better here on this objective.
Exactly. Yeah, we're in objective game modes, and it started out with a brawl in the middle of the map, but Happy to Be Here takes advantage of the confusion and gets some early points here on the point.
Only 10 though, definitely not too much of a lead, and definitely not something that Milk Drinkers can come back from, especially with that kill from Byakai knocking Sin off and just clearing off
Yeah,
the
I know.
point.
Davion doing a really good job at trying to zone some people out of this point here, but Milk Drinkers, they come in, they get everybody off the point, and they start building their lead.
And this is the other thing about this map in particular, right? You've got these spinning platforms, the point can spawn there, but it does mean that when it's upside down, no one's claiming credit for those points.
That's right. But like I was saying earlier, Milk Drinkers Sin with a huge shoulder charge here and a huge boulder to kind of knock Milk Drinkers off, but the point moves here, so we're going to see a quick reset before we hit the next one.
So on the other side of the map, so everyone's got to rotate as fast as they can. Look at the health bars on the side of the Milk Drinkers. Everyone's low, but Tempest is going to get stunned out.
Leaf
And
with
that's
the
the wall
ultimate here.
goodbye.
Davion's got an ultimate trying to answer back here, but he does not get anyone. The Milk Drinkers, they're so high, but they're bobbing and weaving. They're not getting hit with anything.
Sin has managed to maintain control over the point for now, though. Leaf has made excellent use of this door so far. Tempe throws everyone away, tries to make some more space on the point, but it's going to get stunned
Nice stun,
again.
nice heavy from Leaf to zone things out. Milk Drinkers taking control of this point once again.
46 points. They're just about halfway there, but it's super close.
Yeah, I know.
So
Happy to
far
be
as
here
there.
with a great turnaround with an ultimate from Tempe and another knockout from Ymir here to try and come back into this thing. It's still a super close game, Blazy. Nobody's hit 50 yet.
Leaf is a hunter. He does not want Tempest to be able to move at all. That is the third stun this game. Soj clears Davion off the point, and now we've got another reset. Pushing into this now, the Milk Drinkers have a 10-point advantage. They need to maintain it, whereas Happy to be here have to get them off this point and clear them off. The health bars are high, but it's all
Happy
about
to
what
be
they
here
can
is
do
doing
with
just
it.
that. Sin with an ultimate to try and knock out Leaf. Leaf bobbing and weaving. Go! He gets hit with the final hit of the ultimate. Sin does a really great job here to try and even things out, but Milk Drinkers still have Byakai and Soj on the point.
And there's just so much CC on this squad. Byakai using that freeze perfectly to make sure everyone's getting hit by that sweeper, and only 10 points left. We're going to have to see the miracle play. Ultimate comes through from Tempe. Not going to be able to get a kill off. Here comes Davion with the roll.
Oh my goodness,
Trying to find
Byakai's so
as
smart
many as they
with the
can.
wall from Ymir to dodge that ultimate out of Davion.
Only 1 point remaining, but the point is blue. They have so much space to work up. They
Oh
step
my
back for a
goodness,
minute,
Ymir comes
and that
in,
is the
gets
second
that
game.
final point, takes game 2. The Milk Drinkers go up 2-0 in our match 1 of the DKO Content Creator Cup Finals.
It just didn't come together for
Yeah.
them, even on this objective-based mode, where, you know, we were thinking maybe the soul would come into play, that passive fire tick damage to really make sure people aren't as comfortable coming into the spot. It just didn't work out as well as they needed it to.
Yeah, what I'm seeing missing a little bit from Happy to be here that I saw yesterday is the kill confirm. Sin was doing an amazing job on the Thanatos yesterday.
Absolutely.
Finishing off those players at high percent. Doing her best here on the Hercules, but I would like to see a little bit of adjustment here.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. And, you know, while the Hercules definitely does have kill pressure, it's a bit of a different beast. You're not playing for that 100% mark where all of your abilities are almost guaranteed to kill.
Yeah, we're here in Coin Blitz though, Blazy, and we're starting off things a little bit slow as we wait for Don Zaburo to come out and start the Coin Blitz here. Milk Drinkers get a little bit of an early lead just off the initial coin spawns here in the map, but as soon as Don Zaburo stops causing some mischief here, we'll definitely see a little bit of a shakeup.
So able to get that first blood, just grabbing a few more coins to put into the bank. This game mode's a little bit slower paced, so hoping to see a little bit more of a strategic approach.
Yeah, and I think this is just what Happy to be here needs. Just to start off a little bit slower. Don't let the nerves get to them. You know, take your time. Play the entire map, which is super important in Coin Blitz, to grab the coins that are worth the most, to then deposit them in the bank and come up with the big win.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that's going to be something that they're able to do so far. A pretty decent lead stacking up now in favor of the Milk Drinkers. About 30 coins to 8. Leaf expertly dodges out that
A
supernova.
whip ultimate here. We've got an ultimate from Ymir that grabs 2 here. He grabs all 3. Oh my goodness, a double knockout from Byakai on the Ymir.
Leaf is here as well, and Tempest, the only person left standing on the Happy to be his squad. Scratch that, not left standing.
Exactly, yeah, Happy to be here. They're gonna have to come out, and they're gonna have to rush. They're gonna have to go to the bank here early. You can start Coin Blitz a little slow, but you definitely cannot let this lead snowball out of control.
Yeah, absolutely, and Soja's got another 15 that he's banking right now. Leaf has 20. This could almost be enough
they've
to
got
get
just
them
about
through.
enough coins here to win if Happy to be here can't knock them out of the point.
They need to do something.
Oh
Only
my
8
gosh.
left remaining, but there's no one around to stop them from doing
99,
it.
100.
And already in a 3-0 sweep. Milk
Yes,
Drinkers
a
take the
quick
first set.
3-0. Milk Drinkers coming out confident here for the first game. I'm super excited.
It doesn't look like this is the same Happy to be here that showed up yesterday. Maybe they're slightly less happy to be here. Maybe they're a little bit more anxious. They need to work out their nerves. I think maybe we see Sin swap back to the Thanatos.
I
that
would
she
love to
performed
see Sin
so
back
well
on the
yesterday.
Thanatos. Yeah, they did it absolutely amazing yesterday. I would love to see a little bit of an adjustment here. Maybe get Sin back on the Thanatos to kill confirm. maybe keep Davion on Amir doing a great job with the CC and crowd control. I would like to see maybe Tempe switch off of Soul here to another character, maybe like an assassin, to build up that percentage quickly. That way Sin can finish people off.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've made it pretty known. I don't think Soul is particularly strong. I think there are a lot better options. If you want to even stick to that Hunter, as I said, you know, there's not really that category divide as there is in Smite, but you want to stay in that same category. Izanami brings a lot of the same things with that giant ult, with a huge long-term fear, and also the stealth to get yourself out of
the stealth on Izanami comes in so clutch, especially in 3v3 where things can get so crazy. Having a stealth to let you be able to sneak around and kind of weave between enemies and catch them off guard is invaluable.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, you know, that the crawling scythe from that
so much
can
damage.
catch someone so far off guard, especially if you get them by a ledge. It kills at like 70%.
Yeah, it does great damage. It does great knockback. It's an awesome kill confirm ability.
So yeah, we want to see a little bit of a shake-up in the comp. Isaiah, anything in particular you want to see different from either one of the teams?
Like we were talking about earlier, I just like to see a little bit more pressure from Happy to Be here, focusing on those kill confirms. Milk Drinkers, they were just super high in percentage, and it just seemed like they weren't dying. So we need somebody to really focus with some big sweeping abilities to get some knockouts, to just relieve a little bit of the pressure on the map. When you've got people who are on the map and just keep on coming back and keep on moving around, it's really hard to deal with, especially in these objective game modes.
Yeah, on the other side, let's talk a little bit about Milk Drinkers. Obviously, they had a really strong comp. You know, the Ymir setting up a lot of CC. I want to specifically talk about Leaf on the Thor.
I know.
Looking absolutely incredible.
Yes, Leaf on the Thor. I'm actually super surprised. Thor recently got a buff, and like I was saying yesterday, Leaf doing a great job showcasing the power of Mjolnir, the power of the spin to win, the power of that ability now being able to be dashed out of so it's a little bit safe. He was using that ultimate ability with the wall to deal damage, to knock people out, to zone people away, just doing a great job edge guarding with that hammer as well.
I think Tectonic Rift, the wall, definitely something to be cognitive about, right? Because it's just high enough to where you're having to expend 2 jumps to really get over it comfortably. And if you're caught out over that period, you could be in a lot of trouble. You're now off the stage, you've used your jumps, how are you going to get back on?
Exactly, yeah. Well, it looks like we've got the players here. They're definitely thinking about what they want to do for this next game here. Let's pass it over to J-Mac.
Yeah,
see what he thinks.
Yeah, I think I'm going to echo a lot of what you guys said there. I think there was a lot of lack of kill pressure, at least on team number 1 over there with Happy to Be here. The Milk Drinkers definitely able to control their zones a lot more, but have that kill with something like this Thorn as well with the Hercules. I got to really highlight a lot of the skill that came through with the Akai here as well on the Ymir, using that wall to zone away from the other Ymir ults multiple times out there. I think it was a great utilization of that wall, and something that we didn't see as much from Davion this time, like compared to what we saw yesterday. But as we get these teams prepared in, remember this is a best of 3 within these 5-round sets. Game number 1 of this set did go to Milk Drinkers, a 3-0 for that squad as they move in through. Remember, these teams all out here playing for some fun, but also playing for charity as well. Milk Drinkers playing for the Make-A-Wish Georgia Foundation, and on the opposite side, Happy to Be here playing for Gamers Outreach. It's a $20,000 prize pool. The larger of that one will go to the winning team out there. But all 4 of these teams that we've had so far this weekend out here, just having a little bit of fun in our game.
I do want to point out that first clip there we saw, that was Knockout, and for surely nothing but the BM.
Yeah.
Biakai picks somebody up, just jumps off the stage with the Ymir ult, gets them a kill, which is, you know, I mean, it didn't end up mattering, so good for him. I think maybe if they lose that knockout by 1 or 2 points, maybe the rest of the team's like,
you think a little bit,
maybe
like,
let's
what
not
are you
do
doing
that.
there? You got to be a little bit more careful. No, but I mean, at the end, he still goes positive with that play, right? And at that point, they were so far ahead. Just a tad bit of BM, I agree.
Yeah, no, I mean, you got to do it.
Yeah, I think one of the fun things that we don't get to see a whole lot of, because not all of our maps are really catered towards it, but places like that spinning spike that we have earlier, getting to kind of see a little bit of the platforming mechanics jump into there. When those platforms start spinning, you are able to keep following that spinning platform. If you have your jumps, maybe a little bit of mobility, your lights and heavies that you can use in the air, you can stay right at that spinning platform for a long time, really delay that game. So I'd like to maybe see some of these players kind of utilize the outer edges of these rings, especially for some of the higher up maps where the kill zone is a little bit, or I should say the kill floor is maybe a little bit lower. Kind of play around those edges a little bit more.
Well, there's I know for a fact in Astrolabe, right?
Right.
When the outside ring spins, you
gets
can
dangerous.
get on the rim of that.
Yes.
It's a really big play in oddball. You just sit right at the top of that spinning arm, and you just stay there. Like, no one can touch me. I'm fine.
It's right. All the maps here in DKO have unique hazards that you have to play around. It's one of the things that just makes this game so exciting to me.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun seeing all the different maps through, but game number 2 of our best of 3 ready to go. We're starting out on Spellbound Study once again, but it's going to be Coin Blitz this time, and I'll throw it back over to Blazy.
Ooh,
and I say,
Blazy, I'm
Chance.
excited. Happy to be here. Pulls out the newest character in DKO, Zeus. This is going to be the first time that we see Zeus on the stage this weekend, and we've got Sin back on the Thanatos. I'm super excited to see what they pull out.
This comp is 100% aggression. The King Arthur, the only real tank on this squad. Tempe did move away from the Soul, just like we were hoping that she might. And we're going to have to see if they're going to be able to put the screws to the rest of the milk drinkers. Davion has got to show us some flashy, thunderous
There
plays.
we go. He's bringing the lightning out. I'm super excited to see Zeus here. Zeus, the newest character in DKO, and he's a little bit of a mid-range character. Kind of hard. Oh, he gets knocked out, though, by the Emir. But Zeus really going to kind of focus on playing back a little bit, using his ranged abilities to really build up the damage.
Yeah, and then that ultimate, like a huge spread shot, hitting as many people as he can, snaps his fingers, that big explosion, detonate charge, you know, a big part. And here it is, raining
There
down
we go,
from
raining
the sky.
down.
These guys
gets
are
the
super
damage.
low.
Super low here, but both a couple people on Milk Trickers use some CC immunity. Sin grabs one with the
Bye-bye.
ultimate, knocks it out. That's what I want to see out of that Thanatos.
But it's not all about the kills this time around, Isaiah. Looking at the scores, a huge lead being built up by the Milk Drinkers, and Sin is trying to even that up a little bit, but Leaf, a beautiful Berserker Barrage
Doing
to say goodbye
the
to
most
Tempe.
Leaf with that Berserker Barrage. Really coming up strong for his team here, but it looks like Happy to be here doing a little bit of a good job zoning out. They're kind of
Oh,
catching
no!
up here, but an ultimate out of Byakai. I think this is
He's
going to
gonna
kill at
jump.
least one.
He didn't.
Does kill Davion with the ultimate, and Milk Drinkers doing a great job zoning people out of this coin bank.
I was kind of upset that he didn't jump there. It's not a
I know.
knockout. It wouldn't have counted towards the enemy team's funds, but regardless, a huge play by Byakai just to keep everyone away from the funds, and it's looking dire here for Happy to be here. Only 15 coins left in the bank.
Yeah, Happy to be here. Has to get Leaf Worry out of this point. Thanatos with a nice ult gets Leaf out. That would have been game if Leaf would have been able to stay
It
in
might
the point.
still be only 2 coins available. Byakai's right there.
Well, Byakai's
He
out. They've got to
totally
get
has
Leaf.
the
Leaf is
space
going to
to
win
do
the
it.
game with his coins and takes game 1 here in the second match of our Creator Cup Finals.
It's super sneaky. You try and focus down as many people as you can, but it's so easy to walk in there and just get 1 coin
Yeah,
in.
it's just the chaotic nature of these 3v3 objective modes. There's so many people on the map that you have to worry about. If there's an objective involved, you've got to worry about the objective. You've got to keep track of so many things here. Miltrick is doing a really great job at bringing the early control here for this game 1.
Leaf's rocking the tissue walrus strategy. Maybe he's got a bit of a leaky nose, trying to keep his hands free. I'm a big fan of the tissue walrus, and clearly it's helping him play better because
Yeah.
he is popping off.
Hey, if it floats your boat or finds your lost remote, go ahead and do it. We're going here for knockout here, and that's what I like to see. Happen to be here, lose the objective, but come out strong in the knockout mode and go up 1-0.
And this is what we need to see from this squad, right? This is such an aggressive, high damage comp that if they aren't able to clinch a victory on knockout, then it's going to be a problem as Byakai sends Davion a little bit far away. That's going to be able to
and
heavy
gets a
ult.
knockout here on Davion as well. Miltricker is doing a really great job at staying together as a team and really juggling opponents here, building up that percentage, and really letting Byakai or Soj get the final hit.
Yeah, sometimes we see these 3v3s, they split off into their own individual 1v1s, and then they hit that rotation. It doesn't look like the Milk Drinkers want that at all. and
Disgusting
Soja
out of
King-
Soj, an air light into air heavy to kill Sinfo there.
Now Davion bringing the thunder, not on the mark with everything,
Snap.
but the snap is going to
Not
send
quite enough to
Soj.
kill Soj, no.
Byakai is going to get sent off the stage. These percentages are super high. Sin needs to come in here and start reaping these souls. Thanatos' passive really built for killing people above 100%, but now into the roly-poly.
Oh,
Two are
there
going
we
to
go.
go.
Sin
Oh,
gets
no,
one, but Byakai back. It's 2. Oh my goodness, he comes in so clutch with the ultimate, over 200%. How is this man still alive?
5-2 are the scores on the doors. They need to make up some space. Happy to be here. Are in such a precarious situation. And Soja King is at 250% and still rocking.
Oh, he's out of here. He is out of here. Great job from Sin on this Thanatos to knock out. They need to get Byakai out here. Hopefully use that time to get a quick, there we go. We get Byakai out. Let's get some damage on to Soj and Leaf and come back into this game.
And here's Davion just trying to get a little bit of poke in. That ultimate really good at spreading the damage around, trying to just get people into those high percentages for Sin to take them out. But it looks like they are doing such a great job, are the Milk Drinkers, of keeping Sin out of the fight. Drops down, nearly gets hit by the boulder.
Yes,
Beautiful
nearly
dodge.
gets hit. Sin doing her best at a super high percentage to play a little bit safe. Leaf dunks in, misses the dunk,
no.
but Soj comes in to follow up. Sin barely staying alive. As soon as she gets back on stage, she will. Comes back on stage, but immediately gets knocked back off.
That's fine. She's in a better position now, but the boulder not quite having the distance or the damage to kill Sin this time around. Byakai stunning Tempe, and she's going to just about barely survive. The health bars are so high
Leaf
on
playing
everyone
Edgeguard
but
here.
Davion.
Gets the knockout. They're only 1 kill away. Gets it immediately. Soj on the Hercules with the shoulder charge to knock out Thanatos and take game 2.
You know, I'm kind of upset here. Byakai asked me earlier if we would be interviewing the winners, or if we would be interviewing players after the fact. I said to him he probably doesn't have to worry because they wouldn't interview the losing team.
Oh my goodness, you BM'd and he used that.
I feel like I
This
cast
is your fault, Blazy.
I've inspired him, and he's absolutely popping off. The Milk Drinkers are just doing so much work. We gotta give particular. I mean, you know what? No, we can't give particular shout out. All 3 members of this team are doing incredible.
Hey, it's the power of friendship. Whenever we announced this Creator Cup to our creators, they came up to me immediately and said, hey, we want to play together. We really want to rock together with the squad. And they're doing it here in the finals of the Creator Cup.
Absolutely. Back on to King of the Hill. It's all or nothing now. They're happy to be here. This is it. This is the game maker. If they can't bring it back here, then they will be out of the tournament, and it will be a victory for the Milk Drinkers. They can't let them win.
Putting in so much work, zoning people out at this point. They've got happy to be here up in percent. They've got to watch out just a little bit. This wave is going to come crashing on the point. If somebody gets hit with that, they're going to get stunned for a very long. Look at those stuns. Leaf takes advantage. They knock out one. They knock out another.
You have to give respect to the wave. Up into the sky went Sin, stunned straight back down. Davion is going to be the next one to fall. 50% complete on the objective already. The zone change, but something has to change.
Yes, the zone change. Sin gets an ultimate out 1. Not enough to kill. The angle just wasn't in her favor. But let's see a quick reset here. We've got a couple people that got stunned by the wave. Soj being a good teammate, guarding, making sure nothing happens here. But we've got a quick contest for point number 2.
Up into the ultimate goes Soja King. Looks like Sin's gonna be the first one sent. Now the snow boulder is coming through. Tempe is gonna get picked up and knocked into the bell there, but 70% and counting. It looks like the Milk Drinkers aren't wanting to hold any bars. They want to go for it. Sin finally able to put one on the board for them, and maybe they can turn
so
things
many
around
people
here.
stunned. Sin takes advantage to knock out Soj, doing a great job. Milk Drinkers really high in percentage here. Can happen to be here, take control. But gets knocked out by Leaf on this Thor, just putting in so much work this weekend.
Berserker Barrage is not okay. That final tick just doing so much, and with this amount of sheer dominance over the point, I'm not sure there's too much that
But they get a point reset. Happy to be here has one more chance to take this point, gain some control, knock out Milk Drinkers, and try and get back into this game.
But with those kinds of knockbacks, I'm not sure that it's on the cards. With 2 points remaining, they're able to clear it out, and maybe, just maybe, there is a hope. Tempe and Sin
happy to be here, doing a great
here.
job there, zoning people out. Soj in the point with an ultimate. CC immune, it's contested. He knocks one out. It's Tempe and Soj. They both get stunned. Oh my goodness, Byakai comes in and knocks someone out. And that is enough to take the game and take the Content Creator Cup. Oh my gosh.
They've been studying, they improved their game, and they knocked out every single person.
Yes, Milk, it does the body good, and I guess it does the Milk Drinkers good. They just put on a show.
It's wonderful. You know, I was having this conversation with, again, unfortunately, Byakai, and he was telling me how, you know, some people think it's weird to drink milk. I think this is them. They want to normalize it. They want to make
They
sure
wanna
everyone knows
normalize
it is not weird to drink milk.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Well, they're definitely feeling hydrated and quenched after that win. Super proud of the milk drinkers here, taking the dub for the Creator Cup. That's their divine share of the prize pool for the donations to Make-A-Wish Georgia.
Yeah, it's been an absolutely fantastic set to watch the Milk Drinkers. They dominate 6-0. They didn't need 15 games. They didn't need any more sets than that. Just dotted in a 3-0 in 2 of those matchups there. So congratulations to the Milk Drinkers for finding their win. But I do believe we have Hindu Man standing by on stage with the winners of our Content Creator Cup.
I am with the winners on stage right now. The boys did it. Congratulations. Give a cheer. All right. How did it feel playing DKO today, this weekend? How did it go for you guys?
It felt pretty nice for the kids. It was actually nice playing on stage.
Yeah. No more. That's it. You guys all do like content and stuff. Come on, I need more words. How'd it go?
See, I've been super excited because since this happened, Soj messaged me. He was pretty much begging to be on my team. And you know what? I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay, man.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
Well, anyway, no, it's super fun to be here. Thank you to hire us. Seriously, this event has been insane.
Yeah.
So seriously, this has been awesome. Thank you so much.
And how about you, Leaf?
I guess on a serious note, I know I grew up with a foster brother, and a little bit of time can really do a lot for these kids, and we hope that the charity that we picked, which was Make-A-Wish Georgia, that can happen.
Well, congratulations on the victory. Enjoy the time, and yes, you did win for Make-A-Wish. Let's get it back over to J-Mac on the desk.
Yeah, thank you so much. Honestly, I was expecting maybe a little bit something else in those guys, but very tame, very professional from the Milk Drinkers out here. But as mentioned, they have won the lion's share of the prize for Make-A-Wish Georgia, so it's going to be a huge congratulations to them. The charity's going to be happy to get some of that prize, but all of our other teams out here, let's go ahead and give a shout to some of the other squads that came out here. You just saw happy to be here on stage with them. That was Tempe, Davian, and Sinfo. Quack Attack came in here yesterday, unfortunately got knocked out by Happy to be here. That was Rathan, Ducky, and Fago rounding out that squad, and then the last of them was 669 with Weekend, Rexy, and Solo Double J. They got knocked out by Milk Drinkers, who have now made it and won the grand finals of this event.
And that's got to feel better, right? Like,
oh yeah,
there's like that philosophy in sports, right? If your team gets knocked out, you root for the team that beat you. That's got to go for if you get knocked out too.
Oh yeah, you always got to root for the team that knocks you out there. But we still have plenty more to go here at the third and final day of the Smite World Championship. This is only the beginning of our day. We had our red carpet earlier. Our Build a God panel was just before this, and now concluding our DKO Content Creator Cup. Looking forward to the remainder of the day, though. We've got the 3rd annual Golden Bolts coming up after this. We've had a lot of voting going through for some of the big categories that have gone through. I think it was like Best Streamer of the Year, something like that. We have some esports awards out there as well, so make sure you tune in for the Golden Bolts. And then after that, a Year 10 first look. We're going to have some content creators, we're going to have some maybe former or current pro players up on the stage giving us our first look at the new Year 10 map. We'll have some of the developers here as well to kind of talk through some of the new changes that have come through. And remember, this is a big first look because we haven't even got a chance to look at the patch notes. We've only seen what has come up on that Year 10 keynote so far. And then after that, we'll have our pre-match show leading in to the grand finals. One more best of 5 to crown our Season 9 champion. Will it be the Camelot Kings? Will it be the Tartarus Titans? That's going to be starting at 2 p.m. for that semifinal, so make sure that you are tuning in on time to witness that event out there as well. But thank you so much to everybody who's come out at least to the start of the day. I know sometimes, typically in the past, when you have these earlier events, people are just kind of trickling in, getting ready for the final day, but already getting a nice little turnout for just the Build a God, also for this Content Creator Cup. You got to give a huge shout to the fans who are out here in Arlington coming out to the Smite World Championship. Without you guys out here in the fans, none of this would be possible. So a major shout out to all of you guys for showing up and continue to stick around and get ready for this grand finals matchup. It has been such a fun weekend so far, and we still got plenty more to go, Isaiah.
Yes, I am super excited. I'm super excited for the grand finals. It's going to be a banger. I cannot wait. So much is happening, going to be on stage. It's going to be absolutely incredible.
Now, the good news is since we're not technically on that set, we can have maybe a little bit of bias. Isaiah, you got a favorite going into those grand finals?
Kings.
Kings from Isaiah. What about you, Blaze? You got a favorite jumping in?
Listen, look, 4 out of 5 of that roster are from Europe, and Yak is basically an honorary European as well. Plus, I mean, Captain Twig, it's about time.
Captain Twig moving for his 9th consecutive World Championships. We'll see if he can maybe crown a ring for himself or have a couple of repeat champions on the Tartarus Titans. That's going to be going on a little bit later, but stick around. We got the Golden Bolts.
The Bolden
Not
Bolts.
the Bolden Bolts, the Golden Bolts coming up right after this break.